We are back. Welcome back type situation. Oh no. Oh, well, I still got a little bit of soda in that can. Should probably drink more water when I'm streaming too. But
a number of the locals rush your group, shouting, "Welcome back, dear maiden." The villagers express their gratitude for her monster hunting, as well as their delight at the maiden's safe return. Queenie responds to each of them in turn. The Onyx Maiden, bringer of hope to the village, appears to be quite beloved by its people.
Yeah, until she fails. If she fails.
Once the villagers are out of earshot, you once again ask the Onyx Maiden to borrow her maiden's relic.
Oh, did we? Oh, I must have missed that.
She is at a loss for a few moments, but then informs you that she has something she'd like to show you. She guides you to the Maiden's Shrine.
Interesting. Oh, I have to head there. Couldn't have swiped it, huh? Nope, no one else. I'm not touching the game parlor this time. That was too much RNG for my liking.
I shall allow you to borrow my relic, the Onyx Maiden says. She continues on, revealing that she is actually trying to abandon her maidenly duty.
Interesting. What a twist.
But as far as you can tell, she seems to be giving her all for the sake of the village. Why then does she want to quit?
Are you afraid of the ritual?
The ritual means the sacrifice of the maiden. Anybody would be afraid of it. But is that her reason? As if to answer your question, Queenie slowly closes her eyes. When the light subsides and your eyes regain focus, you see Queenie, and there is a bulge in her abdomen.
Oh, she's pregnant.
The Onyx Maiden is pregnant. She explains that she's been using medicine made from the clockweed to keep her pregnancy hidden all this time. She has dedicated her life entirely to the protection of this island, and performing the maiden but giving birth means her child too will be burdened with the same destiny of sacrifice.
Interesting.
She wants to protect her child. That is her only wish, and she conveys it to you with all the agony of confessing a heinous crime. You can appreciate now why the Onyx Maiden wishes to abandon her duty. But will the villagers accept her decision? Queenie's anguish is plain to see as she runs a gentle hand over her stomach. Blight seems equally distraught as he holds out an arm to support her. It is not hard to imagine who the father of this soon-to-be-born child is.
Oh, poor kid. You're gonna have a dad named Blight. Ugh, I hope he doesn't have an edgelord name too.
Eyes of the maiden, the last hope of a village facing oblivion, echo out in pain. The Onyx Maiden is laid upon word of her condition spreads, and the villagers are unable to hide their agitation.
Oh no. That's not good. Let's see. Speak with the rest of the crew at the Maiden Shrine. We're going to start with Lack and Laty.
All this time you have spent crossing the islands, Laty has desperately sought to become a maiden. But now, having heard that Queenie wishes to abandon her own duty, she seems conflicted.
Okay, what about you,
The
dude?
attendant divulges a little of the Onyx Maiden's feelings toward the impending birth over the long years of their relationship, stretching back to their childhood. Queenie has suffered misfortune aplenty through all that. Never has she wished for anything except a safe birth for her child. whatever it takes.
I mean, that makes sense.
It seems that all the while, Queenie used the clockweed to keep her condition secret.
I mean, is that safe
Child in her
for a
belly
kid, though?
kept growing. Suddenly, the door bursts open, and the village mayor enters the shrine, gasping for breath. The monsters of the wetlands are amassing for an attack on the village. Fighting them off with Queenie confined to bed will be next to impossible.
Interesting.
Group decides to head into the wetlands and launch a preemptive strike on the fiend's nest.
Head
where
for the
they're
wicked
gathered.
wetlands northeast of Fenwest. Oh, okay, so that's that second area behind.
The rain falls in sheets. You spy the Dwight's eyes shine, and you can tell he wishes for nothing more than to protect his maiden. You forge onward through the wetlands to where they gather, at a place called the Fiend's Nest.
Interesting. You will be unable to save or load game data. Auto-saving will be disabled. The jump ability. Would you like to save your current? Yes. Why else? Why would I not? All right, we're gonna do a.
You come upon a thronging nest of monsters in the innermost recesses of the wetlands.
Oh, cool! I didn't have to do
Every
anything.
monster in the place has its eyes fixed firmly upon the intruders. That is, you.
Oh, that's where the altar is. Interesting.
They roar in unison and begin to march forth. The village is in grave danger. You mustn't let a single one of these beasts escape. You grip your weapon tight, ready to do battle.
This game is over.
Oh boy, don't let a single one escape.
Okay, the jump action is, let's see, which one's closer? Okay, so I have 5 moves and they move 1, right? Right? We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he'll come down 1. Something like that. Yeah.
A monster lurking in the depths of the nest rears back, its massive bulk puffing up as it inhales deeply. It looks like it's getting ready to do something, and whatever it is will be headed your way. You and your comrades stand firm in the face of the monster, readying your weapons.
Okay, so she moved 1. The other one moved 2. I think the other one moves 1. Oh, I forgot to stay at the inn before going. What I got here? 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6. Oop. I mean, really all he needs is just a heal plus. That's just to make sure he doesn't die. And then I can do the Mirage Burst. High roll. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a high roll.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Good question. Good question. Oh, what to do? It's got 31. Oh, deal. No, because it's a 5. It's a 5 spell or 5 mana charge. Better to generate 2 mana and then do that flame rush.
Good work.
Okay, that's 1 down. Gosh, geez, I'm really playing this in the seat of my pants type situation. Well, I guess it's just full forward.
The hulking beast bellows a blast of burning flame in your direction. Whoa, danger everywhere you look. You gonna be able to handle this?
Oh, hush. I'll be fine. Just be 2. Damn it, I knew it was gonna be 3. So what, all 3 of you are gonna hit the same guy? Good, don't paralyze me. Oh, let's see here. What to do, 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 what to... 2, 4, 5. Okay, you're gonna have to charge. So you're gonna have to, we're gonna have to do that one. But I don't remember if they're weak to fire. Oh, they are weak to fire. Okay, cool. Good, 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 good. Shit. Oh, he's still paralyzed. Okay. So because he's still paralyzed, he will be my damage. Oh, that wasn't an AoE lightning. Oops.
Fortune favors the bold.
Yeah, that should be enough. He's gonna go down one. Okay, so with this guy, I will need to make sure that I fully heal. Because I don't remember if... I don't remember if I will get hit with the fire breath.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
You know, I thought that would have done more. Might as well do Hurricane. Try to do massive amounts of damage. It's 4. Do a standard attack.
Excellent.
And he's gonna go. Perfect. Yes, poison the guy who's still poisoned. That works perfectly fine for me. We're gonna charge. 2, 4, that put me at 6, 7. We'll double heal. And then we'll use the flame strike for Baron's turn. Or flame rush, not flame strike was the previous game.
Good work.
Oh, now we got Slugman McGee finally coming down to fight.
Perhaps deciding that the ones slaying its kin are a threat. The massive beast at the same moment. More monsters, no matter how many enemies there are. You
I
must
hate
stop
this.
their advance to the village. You and your comrades take deep breaths and prepare yourselves to face
Gargantuan monster has started saying
once
you ought
more.
to be spared its fire range attacks now. Oh, perfect. And then now it's still a prevent. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll get a move. They'll get a move. Hopefully he only moves 1. He moves 2. He moves 2. He moves 1. Okay, so Lizard Man, I want to use lightning attacks. Wait, does that count as an attack up? Shoot, I don't want to mess with it. I think I can only have like 1 attack bonus per person. That is 6, so I can do both. But of course. Unfortunately, that guy goes first. I really don't want to use that right now. So don't think I'll ever want to use it. Let's see, deal. Might as well do that. At least some damage on everything. Big roll, please. 4's fine. The question is, are they immune or not immune, resistant to? They are not. Perfect. Cool, and that does leave enough mana crystals for a heal. Let's see here. We're gonna do, well, we can only do air thrust. Some poor damage. Normal strike. Hit him with a thunderbolt. Okay, I guess I'll be wasting a turn so that I can heal. And then that's going to be another like first priority as soon as we get into the next battle.
Congrats.
So what did he go? Did he go straight down 2 or down 1 over 1? All right, and then this time, or this fight, it's gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna need to be very careful. 2, 4, 5. The attack up, double heal. I don't know what these guys are weak to. I don't think I ever figured that out. But we'll do air thrust for a decent amount of damage.
Fortune favors the bold.
That's just a straight 10 damage. Great. Gotta love it. Actually, that is kind of perfectly fine. So that'd be 38 against his 9. Good. Good. I'm gonna charge spell. I'm gonna try to do this in a way. Shoot. I should have charged on his turn instead of doing that.
Ouch.
Well, at this point, there's just no reason. Wow, +2. +2 to attack. You know, you would think that they'd be at least as competent as yourself, but they're not. Oh, Power of Dreams. Generate 1 gem at the start of battle. That's a... Now, is that a skill or is that an ability? Hold on. Horus is not... It's an ability, not a skill. Oh, that is major. So we should start off with like either 5 or 6.
The Nest Master's monstrous bulk trembles as it menaces your party.
That's kind of weird looking.
Steel yourselves, says Blight. As if in defiance of his determination, the massive fiend lets loose a terrible roar.
Oh no, super scary. 250.
You've come this far.
2, 4, 6, yeah. Oh, and he's weak to darkness. Interesting. Which means that he will constantly go for Blight, and Blight's gonna be like a non-issue. I'm gonna take the time to generate more mana because I got a bunch of hungry mana skills. Okay, and I think that I might be shooting myself in the foot with this, but
Two fight as one.
yeah, okay, it did overlay. However, it'll count it on every third turn of Barons. At least that's what it should be. Ooh, how does he have the one health or the? Oh, was there a defense boost? It's defense boost. Okay. Ooh, fire attack. Yes, please. Okay, while you still have the buff, you're gonna do that. You're gonna charge spell. 6. You're gonna now flame rush with the extra fire damage. And the crit. Nice. Interesting. Okay, if he... Oh, it deals all fire damage to all. Gross. Okay, fire shield. Two, 3... No. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yikes. Yikes.
It's a good thing I saved that. At this point, it's not worth doing any attack. Cool, got him underneath 100. I need double heal. And that will be a full party cure. Perfect. Just, he's out. He's got 99 out of 250, so he's getting there. Okay, I needed something more than a 1. So he's gonna get 6 health. We are literally back at square one. High roll. Okay, well, I mean, I was hoping for something higher than a 3. Is there a way for me to see what the happenstance card is? Literally stop. Taking a huge gamble, but I really need him to I need him to not, like, I need him not to heal as much back. So we're gonna charge. We're gonna heal 2 on Laty to make sure she doesn't go down the next attack if she gets hit. still going to do damage because we need to make sure we're doing more than 5 damage, because that way we're still making progress. Oh, good, perfect. 2, 4, 5, 6. No, you can do this. No, wait, shit. I wanted double heal. Ooh, good, another 6. But I heard it stop healing you, yeah. So he has a recovery rate of 5 naturally, and then he has a move that does ×2 damage, and then you heal that amount back. Or you heal half that amount back, and it's just like, ugh. What are we at for health? 29 and 14. If I do the pump up on him, I can heal 2 on him. And then that means that even if Laty gets hit with that fucking stupid ass chomp move that heals him, it doesn't do more than 24 health.
Magnificent.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone, and then he just did a whole hell of a lot. He so stupid. Jesus, whole.
Excellent.
This is a risky move because this means that I'm not going to be able to heal with Laty. Okay. I might fail this. Yep, yeah, exactly. Game over.
Magnificent.
Yeah, and there it is.
Yeah, it,
And unfortunately, kicks me right back. Okay. No, he actually has, so yeah, he heal. Not only does he heal, but he actually has, pretty standard defense for like this point in the game. 16 attack is definitely within the like kind of the standard of more of a tankier thing. But yeah, he has like 20 or 30 health or 30 attack is also like kind of is actually really high. And the fact that he heals, I think I need to have that try attack on, or at least for sure for the final boss. Let's see, that's the funny thing with using low numbers for games like this. Each point really free and matters. Getting by on just a couple of HP is just as much less likely to happen. Yeah. So the previous game, the first game, it was pretty even across the board. You generally have 1.5 times your health in your defense, or like, so like if you have like 50 health, you're gonna have at least 30 defense. Between within 30 to 35 defense, and probably about that in attack, maybe a little lower in attack. This game, it seems like you have a ton of health, some attack, and some defense. So it's like a different stat distribution. A lot of the stats are also made up in the with the equipment. So like a lot of Baron and Laty's attack stats are actually coming directly from their weapons. But the issue with Laty is that she permanently only has access to the like, I can't change her equipment for her weapon. Like, she always has the Omega Memorial staff. That's her max weapon for now. It might change later down the road. equipment. And then I can't change any of his equipment. I can give him a ring. I think I'm going to swap out for the ring of protection. Not like it's going to happen or help much. And then Laty can have the ring of life for HP recovery. And that's literally all I can do. I will need to, I should probably heal. Not that I don't think I got hit, but I do remember saying I should have healed. And then item shop, there we go. We're gonna buy we're gonna buy more. We're gonna buy a total of 5. Five of those. Buy 5 or 10 of these. Really splurge on them. And then buy 10 of these as well. Because I think what my issue was is that I didn't have any healing items. Now that I have healing items, that should go a lot better.
You come upon a throng. Every monster.
Oh shoot! I was gonna.
Has its eyes fixed firmly upon the intruders. That is.
Okay.
You.
Better do what we can.
The village is in grave danger. You mustn't let.
Yep, we already know this.
These beasts escape. You. Oh boy! Don't let a single one escape.
Hush.
A monster lurking in the depths of the nest rears back, its massive bulk puffing up as it inhales deeply. It looks like it's getting. You and your comrades stand firm in the face
shush.
of the monster.
I'm trying to get back to where I want to be. I think another big issue I have is that you can't, you know, now that I'm like really thinking about it, really it seems like there needs to be the balance, the balancing on the monsters when it comes to the guest party members seems to be a little skewed, because it's like it's fine for me, but also too it's like I feel like the maiden and the attendant should be just as powerful as me, and sometimes I feel like they are not. That's fine. That is not fine. I'd have to roll 666s to one shot it with try attack. Oh, actually, that healing 5 has actually been, it's actually doing pretty good.
You did great.
Yeah, because like right now, anytime that we within like the past 7, yeah, for like the past 7 levels, all I've been getting is
the hulking beast bellows a blast of burning flame in your direction. Whoa, danger everywhere you look. You gonna be able to handle this?
Hush. It's like, yeah, for like the last 7 levels, I've also I have not had a might as well charge. I have not had a stat increase other than health. So that's been fun. And I think that's purposeful based on the stat distribution. Hmm, 11 damage, that's fine. And then bonus crit damage. Good, he's gone. On to the next one.
Excellent.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to deal enough to take him out with just a normal strike. At the very least, with like, since these are technically all boss fights, I'm getting like boss fight experience. So that's been super helpful. Unfortunately, honestly, it'd be really nice if Lack got some of that experience instead of like just being out of the party. Because if I want Lack to, if I gotta use Lack later on, I'm gonna have to like grind a little bit. Because that's kind of actually what I'm thinking is gonna happen, is that I'm gonna have to use him for like the end game stuff, and he's not gonna be useful in the end game because I think he's like level 16 right now, and we're 21, 22. Sounds like they're trying to elongate the game a bit. Yeah, I think they, because of how these games were released, they did have enough time to hear the feedback of from the first game.
Magnificent.
First game was a little too was easy. I was able to, leveling wise, I was actually, leveling wise, I was actually able to level very, my level pacing was very actually very on par, because by like what was considered the end of the game or end game, I was within 2 levels of max level. And I only had to grind a little bit to reach max level to fight the super secret boss.
Perhaps deciding that no matter how many enemies there are, you must stop their advance to the village. You and your comrades take deep breaths and prepare yourselves to face the monsters once more.
This is just a slugfest is all. And that's also why this is just not fun. It's not fun to deal with anymore. Just a big old slugfest. Okay, cool. If I rolled good enough for the air thrust, maybe I go for the tri-attack. They 15. I'd have to roll a 6. I'm going for the tri-attack. No, 8. Yeah, I was hoping not to deal with that because he's probably going to do that same thing. Nope, never mind. Oh wait, I don't have Grand Slice. I was gonna do Grand Slice, hit do the AoE attack. But I took that out for the try attack. Will this take it out? No, it won't, which is good because I want to heal him. Okay, this is going. I don't want to jinx it, but this is going well so far. Eight on 2 d6s. That's pretty decent.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
It does set add 4 to own attack for 3 turns. Okay, that's not good. Are you gonna do that too? No, you're just gonna strike. Ew. Blight may get a hit, may take a hit, and if he does take a hit, he will get knocked out. Which wasn't going to happen because of crit. There we go, there's the generate one. So I was thinking, I'm like, man, I should have an extra gem, but
the nest masters steal your.
It's because I didn't hit that level. Didn't hit the level for the power of dreams.
The massive fiend lets loose a terrible roar.
Honestly, that's actually super huge. To just start off with an extra, like a freebie. He's weak to that. I think what we'll do is we'll Supreme Salve. It's a little overkill on the heal, but I think getting Mirage Burst as a support attack. That was 11 on the roll. So she'll have 27, Baron will have 31, and he will have 35. That's
makes the dream work.
That's for 3 turns. Okay, that's not good.
Magnificent.
Okay, roll high. 5 is high. Perfect. Ooh, and a crit.
Fortune favors the bull.
Basic attack. Perfect. Oh, and a missed. Okay, this is going significantly better. Ooh, we get extra fire damage now. Perfect. We'll do Shadow Bolt because he's weak. Ooh, 30 damage. Look at that. That was great. We're gonna charge. And we're gonna be doing a Flame Rush. I was hoping for a crit. That would have been perfect. All right, might as well do the pump. The pump up. Perfect. Ooh, good. This is going so much better with the higher dice rolls whenever I need them. Nice. Okay, perfect. Lightning, because that's 44 against his 16. Charge spell. That's annoying. Let's see here. No, I think I'm gonna charge. Laty is going to. Do I double heal? No, I just do a standard heal on him. I'm just happy that this guy doesn't have like damage immunity, or damage resistance to fire. That'd be 5. That'd only be 10, where I can do almost. I should have just done the fire. But hey, I got more mana. More mana sitting in the reserve bank. Unless if I have an attack buff, a really good attack buff, I will be doing try attack. I should have bought the 20 healer. Get a high roll, please. +5 for, what is that, 2 turns or 3 turns? And then we got bonus on fire damage. So this will actually do some decent damage this round. Of course, now we're getting into this section. He's gonna heal 12. Salve. And then Flame Rush should still do more damage than Tri Attack. Ooh, that was huge. He, right, we had fire defense, right? I feel like that was a thing. Ooh, will Laty be able to take him down? Nope. I'm gonna do Flame Rush. It's like he's got like an oil sac in him. Because one of his attacks like deals damage and then gives the fire resistant down debuff. So it's like I hit him in that and then he like burst into flames. That was the first level in so long that I actually got a point increase.
After a fierce battle, the great fiend finally collapses to the wet earth in a spill of green ichor at the death of their leader. The other monsters lurking about all withdraw at once. Marvelous. You have managed to save Fenmos from the danger it faced.
That sucked. Make your way out and return to Fenmos. Fulfill the necessary... I would hope that I fulfilled the necessary requirements to unlock the Death Crawler's enemy story. Okay, before I move forward, that's the wrong option. I'm gonna save it. Because I don't want to do that ever again. That was terrible. I hated that. I like the tournament arc a lot better. This was just not necessarily unnecessary. It's just
the village's crisis is averted. You and your friends make your way back to Fenmos to check in on Queenie. No sooner do you pass the threshold back into town than do the villagers surround you as though welcoming home great heroes.
I would hope so. That was terrible.
The mayor that you've wiped out all the monsters. And though he seems momentarily delighted at the news, he also seems terribly flustered. This isn't the time for that now. You start to worry about Queenie.
Because who else would it be?
A village woman comes running and barks angrily at the assemblage. She explains that Queenie is going into labor, which might explain the men's panic at what they ought to be doing. The woman points at Laty. You there, come along and help. Without waiting for a reply to her demand, the woman drags Laty off.
Well, I mean, Laty couldn't even...
Difficult though it may be right now, all you can do
or
is
can't even
pray
respond to her
Queenie
demands
and the
because she's a
child's safe
mute.
Delivery.
Check on the villagers. Perfect. Yes, I can do that.
Guess all we can do is wait, says the man regretfully.
All right, suspicious man.
He looks as though not doing anything makes him uneasy, and busies himself giving bits of food to the bird perched atop his rucksack. Queenie's voice echoes out of the maiden shrine. You hope she can endure the pain. The mayor gazes out at the swampy surroundings, murmuring to himself. To think that the entire village would come together for the sake of a new life.
I don't know what the...
Blight is restless, his mind clearly abuzz with worry for Queenie.
I don't even know what the OST track is doing, but I can't tell if it's swamp bubbling or distant thunder.
A baby's cry cuts through the silence, breaking the village from its tense reverie. Time, which felt as though it had frozen, begins to tick away once again. Faster than you can let loose a sigh of relief, Blight takes off in the direction of the maiden shrine. The baby's here. You rush after the amative attendant to the maiden shrine.
Yes, we will enter the shrine. Because we have to bother a lady who just gave birth.
Echo through the maiden shrine. The villagers present for the birth have weary but happy expressions on their faces, and they wipe the sweat from their brows.
Talk to Laty first.
Laty sits in a heap on the floor, as though unable to stand, seeming dazed from helping with. Though she looks tired, she flashes you a proud smile, as if to say, "Can you believe it?" Truly a blessing. Truly. An elderly woman's eyes are filled with tears, as though the newborn were her own child. The midwife breathes out her tension. Stars above, what a relief.
What a relief indeed.
Blight asks timidly.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is the baby? A young woman hands him a cloth-wrapped bundle. Perhaps because he has finally felt the weight of his own child in his arms. Blight's expression cracks, and he begins to weep, overcome by emotion.
That's some sick card art. I like the black and gold accents
Such a relief, he says.
of the character portraits.
Times as he walks over to Queenie and shows her the child's face. As though having just fought a fierce battle, Queenie's face is lined with exhaustion and covered in sweat.
Well, I mean, yeah, that I would think childbirth would be like fighting a fierce battle.
Though her expression is somewhat pained, she looks at her child with a smile of deepest affection. The Onyx Maiden and her attendant have named the child Melanie, a word from the language of spirits, meaning eternal happiness.
Wait a minute.
With a tear-stained face, Queenie gently inclines her head to her exuberant attendant. But then the strength seems to seep out of her.
Oh no, yeah, I don't like that.
With those final words to her two most beloved. The Onyx Maiden's eyes close for the last time. With its only maiden lost, this island is surely destined for ruin. As you prepare to sail away, you notice that the island is submerged just a bit more than it had been when you... Almost as though the ocean is trying to swallow it up, now that it's bereft of its maiden. When you part ways, Blight hands the now useless maiden's relic over to you. You are hesitant to accept, thinking he might want to keep it as a memento of his beloved. Only when he insists, saying, "Don't lose your home. Don't lose your island." Are you persuaded? The Onyx attendant then heads homeward, vowing to make Melanie's life a happy one. Monsters run rampant across the sinking lands. The people of Fenmont, from aboard your ship, you watch eternal happiness. You pray that is what their future holds.
I mean, it could just be an Easter egg. However, I like to think that the archipelago is a distant land that the East Isles end up like migrating to the first game, making this a prequel. a soft prequel, as it were. Because yeah, Melanie, character from the first game, same wardrobe, like this could be her clan, her village, that ends up moving once the Eastern Isle actually like sinks. So yeah, soft prequel. More than likely an Easter egg. Laty and Lack have joined our party. Starlight Veil. Deal attack plus 20 light damage to all enemies. Add 5. Ooh.
Laty's maiden preparations are complete, and Lack celebrates by twirling in the air.
Hold on. You finally gathered the 4 relics, one from each of the maidens you have met on your journey. Laty's maiden preparation are complete, and Lack celebrates by twirling in the air.
The time has come to see your mission fulfilled. You make your way to the Spirit Spire in hopes of saving your home.
All right, cool. We will head to the second story of the Spirit Temple next time. Thank you everybody for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in this wonderful world of ours. Bye-bye.